What if you could get a daily scan of the entire Earth? Well, that's exactly what Planet Labs does, and they just dropped a breakthrough quarterly report. So today we're going to dive into the numbers, the big money contracts, and the seriously futuristic tech that shows just how fast this company is taking off.
But before we get into all the details, let's just really let that big idea sink in. Imagine a daily report card, a complete health check for our entire planet. That's the whole vision Planet is built on, and it's starting to change everything, from how we think about national security to how we respond to natural disasters.
All right, here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with those stellar financial results. Then we'll see how government contracts are really fueling the fire here. After that, we'll explore some new commercial partnerships, look ahead at their next-gen satellites, and finally, we'll connect all the dots to see the big picture.
Okay, let's jump right in. The latest numbers from Planet Labs tell a really powerful story, a story of major acceleration. And let me tell you, this wasn't just a good quarter, it was a real statement. So, the big headline number, a massive $81.3 million in revenue for the quarter. But honestly, as impressive as that is, it's the rate of growth that really tells the story here.
We're talking 33% year-over-year growth. Just think about that for a second. For a company this size, that's not just growing, that's hitting the accelerator. This is another quarter in a row where their growth is actually picking up speed.
And this is the kicker, you know? This isn't just growth at all costs. This is sustainable. It's their fourth quarter in a row of being profitable on an operating basis. That's what they call adjusted EBITDA, and their third straight quarter with positive free cash flow. Basically, more money's coming in than going out. And for a tech company in this space, that is a huge, huge milestone. It proves the whole business model is working.
So what's driving this incredible performance? While the main engine behind all this, it's a massive expansion in government work, especially in defense and intelligence.
Just look at this. The defense and intelligence sector is absolutely exploding. We're talking over 70% growth year over year. That's not just a little bump, it's a surge. It shows there's incredible demand for their data and the AI analytics they provide.
And we're not talking about abstract numbers here. These are real, high-value, mission-critical contracts. The National Geospatial-Intelligence Agency is using their data for maritime monitoring. The National Reconnaissance Office renewed their subscription. The U.S. Navy is using it to detect vessels, and even NATO is expanding its pilot program. This is what real-world momentum looks like.
Okay, but it's not all about government contracts, right? Planet is also making some serious moves in the commercial world, proving their data can be used for way more than just defense.
And a perfect example of this is their new contract with AXA, one of the biggest insurance groups in the world. This partnership is a fantastic showcase of how satellite data can totally transform a traditional industry like insurance.
So, imagine this. A flood or a wildfire happens. Instead of waiting to send people out into a disaster zone, AXA can instantly pull up high-resolution satellite imagery. They can literally assess the damage right from their computers, which makes processing claims way faster and more accurate. It's a game changer for them, and AXA is even sharing Planet's data with its whole partner network.
Planet is also tapping into another really fascinating market, satellite services. You know, in today's world, a lot of countries want their own eyes in the sky, their own sovereign access to space. Well, Planet helps them build and operate their own satellites, just like they're doing with the major contract over in Japan. The demand for this is powerful, and it's growing.
All right, so the present looks really strong. But the future? That's where things get, well, kind of mind-blowing. Planet isn't just flying the satellites they have. They are constantly building the next generation. So meet Pelican and Owl. These are the two next-gen fleets. Pelican is all about getting those super sharp, high-resolution images. And Owl, that's about upgrading their daily global scan to make it even sharper, faster, and with way more computing power right on the satellite itself.
But the most ambitious project of all has got to be Project Suncatcher. This could be a total game changer. They're partnering with Google to build AI data centers in orbit, in space. They can use the constant energy from the sun for power and the natural, intense cold of space for cooling. It's brilliant.
And this isn't just some wild idea. The leadership at both Planet and Google, folks like Sundar Pichai, they share this vision that in 10 years, most heavy-duty computing won't be happening on Earth. It'll be happening up in space. It sounds like sci-fi, but they're building it right now.
And look, this isn't some far-off dream. There's a real roadmap.
Right now, the Pelican fleet is expanding. By 2026, we'll see the first tech demo for the OAL fleet. And get this, the first Suncatcher prototypes are slated for launch in early 2027. It's all happening really fast.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. We've got the strong financials, the big government deals, the wild future tech. What does it all mean when you look at the big picture?
First off, the company is feeling pretty confident. They've actually raised their financial guidance for the whole year, looking at revenue right around the $300 million mark. And crucially, they expect to stay profitable and cash flow positive for the entire year. That tells you the business is standing on really solid ground.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Planet has found this incredible formula. They're using the money and the momentum from these big, fast-growing government contracts to pour fuel on the fire of their groundbreaking R&D. It's this awesome, self-reinforcing cycle that's building a sustainable, profitable, and technologically advanced business for the long haul.
And that really leaves us with one final big question to think about. As we get better and better at reading our planet's vital signs every single day, what new questions will we finally be able to answer? What will we see that we've never, ever been able to see before?